Hey, congratulations, you made it to the next module. You ready for our first story? It comes from Pfizer. Everybody knows Pfizer, right? They make pain relief, vitamins, other stuff, lots of stuff, right? And I talked to David Dombrowski. He's our client there, and he talked to me about a specific innovation situation where they had a junior scientist that really made a big impact. But first he explained the situation to me. He said at Pfizer, you have two big silos. You have the design side, and then of course you have the science side that are actually building the formulas and the products. And these two sides really function very separately. But it took the work of one junior scientist to bridge that gap to lead to a really interesting technique for innovation. So there's this junior scientist that had this idea for this dual-flavored modular chapstick product. And just naturally, socially, he started to warm up to the design folks. Socially, they started to hang out. He started to adopt some of their way of thinking. And they say at Pfizer and a lot of places that design thinking is design doing. And so he really started to take on that mentality. When it came time to prototype that idea, the design team that he had been talking to was really on board. They were engaged with his idea and they helped him build the prototype. Together, they were able to take that prototype up to both of their leaders and eventually get approval to bring in 2 new vendors to create a product that is now available for purchase. Chapstick Duo. Snap, change, rearrange. This is a product that's on the shelves right now, but would never have made it if this junior scientist hadn't bridged across that silo to make the connections he needed to get adoption for the idea. And this is what we call the vision coalition. On one end, you have your great idea, and you're trying to get buy-in for it. So the first thing you want to do is gather your allies. Find those people in your organization that can really stand behind you and help you develop the idea in unique ways. They can also help you build assets. So in this case, they built a really nice prototype using the design team's expertise. You don't always need a prototype though, but think about how those allies can help you build relevant and compelling assets to tell this story, to talk about this idea. And then lastly, combine efforts with those allies so that you can show off your idea and ultimately get buy-in. In that case of Pfizer, it took both teams thinking together about a solution to get the buy-in they needed from their leadership to make the product a reality. And so there you have your first pathway to adoption, the Vision Coalition. Now when I talked to David Dombrowski about this again, he said, a picture is worth 1,000 words, but a prototype is worth 1,000 pictures. So the thing to think about is, when you have a new idea, first start by seeking out creative allies. Think about who those people are in your organization that can push your ideas to be the best they can be before you even present it up to leadership. Who are your allies in bringing ideas to life?